Hello everyone, and welcome back. Got some snow falling right now. My phone says 3 inches. The National Weather Service says 5 inches. So I guess we'll see what happens come this morning. Loading up the boiler, it's 9:30 at night. Melissa is still in Louisiana and will be for a couple more weeks for sure. It's actually a really nice night tonight at 17 degrees. No real wind right now, but tonight now, this is about as cold as it's going to get. Tomorrow's going to get up to 21, but it's going to get windy. And then tomorrow night it's going to be like 7 below. So today was a really nice day. Last chance to go potty. Who wants to go out? You two all done? Where's Chunky? Chunky! Good morning, everybody. It's about 7:30 right now. It's just starting to get light. I've been up since 4. Looks like we got, I don't know, 4 or 5 inches of snow. If you look on the garbage can there. Once it gets light out, or actually in about 20 minutes, I'm going to go feed the calf. I'll be able to walk through it and see what we have. Figure out if I want to plow or not. Looking at the vehicles though, there's quite a bit of snow on there. It was 22 degrees when I woke up. Now it's down to 19. It's supposed to fall all day, get windy, and tonight it's going down to 10 below 0 Fahrenheit. That's good enough for this little snowstorm. A couple inches less, I wouldn't have even bothered doing it, but like I said, this is a full 6 inches here, so. And people are going to ask, why do you plow way out into the yard? And that's because when the dogs go out to use the bathroom, they need to have somewhere to sniff, or they're going to be doing it all in the driveway. Oh, my chin is cold, my fingers are froze. Glad I got most of this done before this wind picked up, because that's a lot colder. Well, even though it's nasty out here today, I still wanted to cook something good. I want a good meal. I want to have enough so I don't have to go out to eat every day this week, because every day this week I have to go to Melissa's office, and then I have some pickups to do. I've got a busy week coming up, so some good food will be really nice. Good morning, everybody. The feels like, or the wind chill this morning, is right around -30. It's chilly. I got the calf fed, the wood boiler is filled up. I gave the cows corn. I gave it to them yesterday afternoon also, but I gave it to them this morning because for a cow, when they eat, it's kind of like the wood boiler. Their rumen keeps them warm, and this will help them out. It's pretty brutal this morning. Got the truck running. I'm going to jump in and take a shower, and then I have to, I got a busy day today. I'll get back tonight somewhere around 5 o'clock. All right, let's get this day started. Brutally cold day. Just before I left the house, I looked at our weather thing and it said 15.3 degrees below zero. That's the actual air temp today. It will be interesting to see how the roads are once we get up past Cotton, Minnesota. Usually they're not all that bad here, and then once you get to Cotton and continue north, they get bad, like quite fast sometimes. And we got this snow and then it got cold afterwards, so like right now the temperature thing in here says -14 Fahrenheit outside, and the chemicals just don't work very good at that temperature. They definitely got more snow up here than we got down by the house. I don't know if you can see it through the camera, but it's foggy up ahead. And when it gets foggy, the road can get icy. It's warmed up to 12 degrees below zero right now. Well, let's just see the difference in the road up here. I still don't know if you can see it, but it kind of lays on the road, and you can see the track from the vehicle that last went in front, and you have to be really careful with that. Here you can see it really good, and you're coming up on a curve, so I need to slow down. Oh, I'm heading home now. I had to stop and got 200 pounds of corn, and I'm trying to get home. I need to get a round bale put out in that pasture tonight. I was going to do it in the morning, but now I have to do the exact same thing tomorrow morning that I did this morning. I have a pickup to do up north at the same place. So that means I have to leave early. So I don't have any time in the morning. It's going to be feed the calf, give the cows some corn, fill the boiler, get in the shower, and get moving. Well, it's still 5 below zero right now. That's the warmest it's been today. So what I'm going to do is, hopefully this plug-in thing still works. It does. Turn on the battery charger, plug in the battery warmer. Why does that say full now? It just was charging fine. And plug in the water heater. I haven't used that. I got gas dripping out of the bottom of the carburetor. I'm sure it flooded out, but it's so darn cold out. Normally when it's this cold, even the carburetor will end up like it'll get all white with frost when it gets, I don't know what that's called. It happened once before, and then you shut it off for a while and it starts up. And they still have enough hay in there for another day. I just started getting worried. I get worried that the tractor's not going to start. Well, today is cold, tomorrow's cold, and then we're going to have 3 days that are really nice. Then it's going to get really cold. at night like 22 or 23 below actual air temp, but it's going to be like 31 or 30 on Thursday and Friday. And to be honest, you guys look like you've been eating pretty good. Even you, Festus, you don't even have the old pregnancy thing to blame it on. They want that corn. I will give them some more corn tonight. Not 2 full scoops, I'll do that in the morning, but I got 200 pounds of corn. There's still 150 in the back of the truck. And then I got some mineral. See what I worry about, and I might be worrying about this for no reason, but when it gets cold like this, I think about it. When they were getting their dairy ration, she was getting the more dairy ration. He would just get a little bit because it has some molasses in it, but that had mineral in it. Well, now it's cold out, and they're mainly eating the hay, even though that's 75% alfalfa hay, so it's got good protein and everything, but I think I only have to sprinkle like 1 or 2 ounces of this a day. You can give them to them just free choice, but I don't have a feeder for that, and right now I don't have time to figure one of those out. So I'll just sprinkle some of this over their feed every day. I mean, if they get 1 ounce a day or 2 ounces a day, and this is 50 pounds, that's a lot of ounces. Just want to keep them healthy since she has a calf coming in. It's so darn cold out. Anything can help. Although when I drove up on the road, the neighbor's cows down there, I mean, he's got a whole bunch of them. And they're just laying out in the snow and, you know, around the feeder and stuff, and they still have snow on their back. In the last video, I was grinding the corn, and somebody said you don't have to grind the corn. And no, I really wouldn't have to grind the corn. They'll eat it however you want. But when you grind it, they get a lot more of the nutrients out of it, and less of it ends up just going through them and out into their manure. So we did a lot of research before, because a lot of like the dairy places that we would watch videos on, they always ground their corn right down to like cornmeal. So that's what we do, and it seems to work. Another thing in that last video that I put up, people were saying that I should get that calf feeding out of a bucket, you know, that has a nipple on it, and I already tried that. You know what though? I said that I had already showed that in the video, and I actually cut all of those clips out, I believe. I put the whole thing together, I bought it, put it together, put the milk in there, and yeah, he drank out of it just fine until he head-butted it and the milk went everywhere. And then they said, well, you can try to put it into a milk crate and stuff, and that's fine, and I just got fed up. I get fed up to here, and I'm done. And simply because there's so much going on with Melissa's mom right now, her not being here, everything going on, I don't have time to play around like that. So now that bucket sits there with no nipple in it, and I have feed for it to eat if it wants it. I am going to try to switch it over though to drinking milk out of the bucket, so that I can get it to eat feed out of the bucket. And people said I could mix, I'm
talking loud because all the heaters are going and that thing is going back there. I could mix milk in with the feed and that would help. That's a great idea, but it was like 15 below last night. If I mix anything on any of the days right now in with the feed, I'm going to have one hard clump of feed cold that it's not going to be able to eat. It's going to be like a popsicle. So that's the problem right now is it's cold, I'm extremely busy, and I have very little patience when I get like this. It's like I have my schedule of stuff that I need to get done, and it's not light that many hours. It's light longer now. 3 weeks ago it would be dark already. So it's getting better, but I just have to stick with what's working into my schedule, and then this weekend maybe I'll try to fit a couple more things in. It still gets hot, really hot. That gets hot. There's no motor in it or anything, but hot goes up and then it pulls it in here so it just automatically circulates it. It can be 20 below outside. I didn't even know if this thing still worked. I mean, I put it on new 3-4 years ago, but haven't had to use it. And you have that plugged in, it can be 20 below and shoe will pop right off. Oh, even the battery blanket works. I thought for sure that didn't work anymore either. I got the hose put away and I unplugged this whole setup right now. No reason to run it constantly. I can just plug it in the morning. All you have to do is plug it in a couple hours beforehand, but I'll plug it in the morning before I leave. When I get home, everything will be nice and warm. It'll fire right off, and then we'll get that bale put in there. And I'll probably end this video so I have something to do at night. I can edit it. Still have to feed the calf later tonight and fill up the wood boiler.
Good morning, everybody. 9 below 0 Fahrenheit actual air temperature. It's not supposed to get above 0 today, but then it's going to warm up tomorrow. Last night I went out and fed the calf. It would not touch the bottle. So I went out at like 7 o'clock and again at 9:30 and he would not touch the bottle. I was all worried. But I went out this morning here at 6 and he did drink both bottles, so he must have just had a tummy ache or something yesterday. I'm going to weigh out 1.5 ounces of this mineral. Looks like coffee grounds. .6. And then I'm going to mark it. I know that I'm going to be mad that I used a glass jar because it's going to fall and break at one point. The news said that next week we have a day or two where it's not supposed to get above 10 degrees below 0 Fahrenheit. It's gonna be chilly. I'm hungry. Well, I'm gonna get in the shower and then I'm gonna take off. Well, I just got home from work and I wanna see if this thing will fire up. Okay, everyone. Well, thanks a lot for watching. Got the new round bale in there before dark. Cows look like they're pretty happy and excited. I'm glad too, because I think this was 17 days since I put the last bale in. So, and we're gonna have 3 days. Tomorrow's gonna get into the 20s, then 2 days around 30. And then like that second day it gets to like 30 and then it drops to 10 below. And it's gonna be really cold next week. So cows will have plenty of food to eat and they should be doing just fine. I will see you guys on the next video. What are you doing? It's nice and warm in here. Ooh, 18 degrees. Toasty.